that?
Long time no see.
You don't have to make it so long.
Yeah. A lot of asphalt to chew up, the recruits.
I asked you about the newest guy, Josh Simmons. Any kind of impressions? I know you kind of heard him for a time when he was in high school.
Yep.
How do you think he might be able to help you?
Well, he's got a really good skill set. Younger guy. I mean, you lose Luke, you lose Paris. They're 2 3-and-done guys. So the middle of your roster there, just your room in general. So able to step in and do that. But I like the good thing about him was, recruit him out of high school the first time. Had some awareness of the skill set. Had him in camp, understanding what he can do. And then Washington State last year. I mean, he's going to have a chance to come in and help us win games. That's what he's got to do.
What was your extent of contact with him when you were at UCLA? How much does that kind of thing continue?
Yeah, I mean, the camp's always the best, and from my mind, because you're hands-on with the kids. So we had a really good time. I recruited him there for a while. I don't remember the whole dynamics to it, but I think we took a big class that year and kind of filled up, and he wasn't ready to pop yet, and the way the dynamics worked, but just having some common ground of being worked with him before and being out there, it was obviously a huge help. And then for him, just understanding what this place is, what it can do for him, what he can do for the team, and have a familiarity with it.
Do you see him competing on the right side or mixing with the
Yeah,
left?
we've been on the road recruiting the whole time at tackle. Tackle. Coming out of the spring, like I said, you're using that middle part of your roster with Luke and Paris. It's both 3-and-done guys. Supplement that, obviously Ben left too, so there was a void there in the middle, and we can slide right in and hopefully keep that, swinging up for him.
Jacob James healthy now?
Yeah, Jacob's cleared. He's back. Looks great. It was hard for him in the spring, and all those guys were out competing and stuff, but he did everything from a mental standpoint that he could. Taking the mental reps, being behind, conditioning, those things. But yeah, right now we're. I haven't seen Sean this week, but it was something that happened here in the workout this morning. These guys were ready to go.
I know you're not practicing at the moment, but where does Jacob's return kind of leave the center position? Had Carson and Vic there in the spring, does it just pick up where that left off without Jacobs in there?
Leaves it very healthy, just guys, they're all competitive guys by nature. There's all a vacancy there that they're fighting for, so that's the old adage or the cliche deal. Iron sharpens iron, and guys are going to step up, and they all want it, and they'll fight for it. So that when we get the fall camp and put the pads on, it's going to be really good, but up to this point, those guys are all maximizing the day what they can through with Nick, through workouts in and around the field, in the meeting room watching tape. But I'm excited for it.
Do you come out of spring just feeling like you have Donovan and Matt, you're still trying to figure the rest out, or do you feel any better?
Well, those two guys have played a ton of ball. A guy just like Enoch came out of spring, had a great spring. So like I told Enoch, as we're sitting here today, if we were going, then Enoch's got to be on the field somewhere somehow, the way he did in the spring. So leading into fall camp, just kind of repeating what I said there before spring ball, but excited to get into it and see how it all pans out, because there's a lot of competition ahead of us. Really at all 5 spots, but you're saying Donovan's played a lot of ball, where's he going to be on the field? Matt's played a lot of ball, where's he going to be on the field? And then who are those next guys that step up?
Is it not necessarily left guard, right guard for those two?
That's where they're starting, but like I said, you lose a guy here or there who slides where. Matt's played center before, he can slide in and play center. Donnie can play all 5. Now we're going to ask him to do that, but talent-wise and athleticism, he's as good as you're going to be around, just from the standpoint of could he slide out and play tackle on both sides? Yes. And he obviously plays guard. He's smart enough and sharp enough to play center too. So.
Just that? We've heard that before. We saw Donovan play tackle in the spring game last year. Is that just like a break glass in case of emergency kind of deal, or would you actually consider like if we're trying to play outside, maybe he can play tackle?
What scenario you would paint, you'd have to figure out. But at the end of the day, we got to play the 5 best. And so I've always said this. You've probably heard me say this many times. If the right guard goes down and the backup right guard is not the 6th best guy, and your backup right tackle is, then you got to find a way to get your 5th best guy on the field. So I think that's pretty universal though, as you look around, even historically here, watching tape before I got here, cut-ups, and guys slide in different positions. You got to play your 5 best guys. It's not just, you just move the checker up with the guy in front of you now. So God, I hope we don't have to break that glass. Let's not put that out there. But could Donnie do it if needed to? Absolutely. Could Matt slide over and play a different position if needed to? Yeah. You know, I mean, it's, look at a guy, Josh Frye, who was right tackle, then right tight end, left tight end. Now he's playing some left tackle. Like, we're going to find a way to try to get your 5 best on the field.
You just